Okay, welcome to Math with Mr. Strands. This is Matthew C. Pre-Algebra Lesson 8A, talking about square roots. We are going to look at square roots. So write the factors of the squares with the area shown. The first one has been done for you. So basically this is showing, the first one is showing you that 10. So from here to here, there's 10 blocks, okay? And then from here to here, there's 10 blocks. So you're basically saying 10 times 10, or you could say 10 squared is equal to 100. Notice it's called 10 squared because it makes the shape of a square. That is where they got the name from. Okay, so that is what we're doing for that. Let's see if my computer decides not to freeze here. There we go. All right, so let's look at number 2. How many blocks do we have going up? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then across we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we know that this one has to be 8 squared, which is 8 times 8, which we know is 64. Okay, so 64 units squared. If we look at number 3, how many do we have? Going up, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we're going to have 12 going across too. So we know 12 squared, which is the same as 12 times 12, which is the same as 144. Okay, so 144 units in that block. All right, given the square root, the first one has been done for you. 100, the square root of 100 is 10, because 10 times 10 equals 100. All right, so the square root is taking that number and finding what it's multiplied by to get to 100, and the multiplication has to be by the same number, so 10 times 10. So if we look at number 5, 64, the square root, which is this symbol, by the way, is going to be 8, because we know that 8 times 8 equals 64. All right, number 6, 144, we just did that one up top. So the square root of 144 is going to be 12, okay? Because 12 times 12 equals 144. And then lastly, number 7, 9, right? So the square root of 9 is going to be 3, because if you take 3 and multiply by itself, you get 9. So pretty simple, right? You're finding the number that you multiply by itself to get that number, and that is called a square root. So if we look at page 106, they actually put the symbol for square root in now, so we just need to solve them. They're very simple. The square root of 4, what number times itself is going to equal 4? Well, that's going to be 2, right? 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of these, but just a couple of them. So number 9, square root of 25, we know is 5, because 5 times 5 is 25. Let's go down here to a little harder one, 121, right? We know it is going to be 11, because 11 times 11 is 121. So you're taking the number and you're multiplying by itself, okay? Let's go to number 19, right? X squared, right? So we know the square root of x has to be x, because if we take x times x, that equals x squared. All right, so the square root of x squared is just going to be x. Okay, let's actually go back and look at number 17. So the square root of 9 squared. So basically what this is saying is now the square root of, well, we know 9 squared is 81, right? So the square root of 81 is going to be 9. Same thing for number 6. The square root of 6 squared, well, we know 6 squared is 36, and the square root of 36 is going to be 6. 6 times 6 equals 36, right? So that's all they want you to do in those with the exponents inside. Let's look at number 20. John's room has an area of 144 square feet. If all the walls are the same length, how long is each wall? Well, that's just like the problem we did up top, right? Okay, so if this is his wall, okay, and it's 144 square feet, we know that it has to be 12 by 12. Okay, square feet. All right, how long is each wall? Well, 12 by 12. Okay. That is it for this lesson. All these pages are going to be pretty similar. Okay, so they're all going to be finding square roots. Just remember the square root symbol is this little one. It looks like a division symbol, but it has kind of a check mark at the end. That is the square root symbol. Okay, so whenever you see that, it is asking you to find the square root of that number that is inside that symbol. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Have a good one.